You want to play games? We're going to play games. War games.
The boys want to fight, you better let them. Let's settle this the right way. Two rings surrounded by a steel cage.
We found the fifth member, the Apex Predator.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
We want War Games! We accept your challenge.
It is time to go to war. Damage control looking stronger than ever. Two rings surrounded by a steel cage. The man has answered the call, united by a common enemy. The rules have changed over the years. Danger has remained the same. Two rings, one cage, no holds barred.
Then, now,
Acknowledge me.
the king of kings. You can't see me forever. Together.
And now, Cricket presents WWE Survivor Series War Games Kickoff.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Survivor Series Kickoff Show presented by Cricket. Oh, guys, Survivor Series War Games has descended here upon the beautiful and a little bit chilly Chicago. We have a sold-out All-State Arena. This is our second night here. We were here last night for Friday Night SmackDown, which really gave us a preview and a little sneak peek at what's to come tonight. We are excited. Two massive War Games. Hey, you do it better.
War game.
Yeah! We're all excited. First, introducing the panel, we've got two-time WWE Hall of Famer Booker T.
Oh, yes. It's about to get hot up in this. Oh, yeah, man. Let me hear you say it one time. Oh, yeah, man.
Of course, we've got Wade Bear, already having a good time.
Shamo.
I dropped the lawsuit. I dropped it.
And you see her every Monday on Raw, Jackie Redman.
What's up, what's up? I'm Canadian. I grew up in ice rinks. This is nothing.
she's good.
Ice, baby.
Oh.
Really? Oh,
And of course,
Vanilla Ice reference.
he's being extremely brave by not covering his beautiful bald head. Peter Rosenberg.
Shout out to all the bald people out there. We're doing it tonight. The best wrestling fans in the world. Some of the best in the world. Chicago Survivor Series War Game.
And
they're excited.
The amount of history that has gone down here in Chicago at Allstate is astounding. And I can assure you, we will be making more history here tonight, and here's why.
Oh my goodness, here is what's on tap tonight at Survivor Series War Games. We've got the men's War Games match, and as the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes told us earlier this week, keep an eye out for RKOs because Randy Orton is back. He joins Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn as that team takes on the Judgment Day with Drew McIntyre.
Oh, I'm so pumped for Randy. Well, guys, last night on Friday Night SmackDown, Santos Escobar took out his original Survivor Series opponent, Carlito. He thought he was going to have the night off, but Dragon Lee asked GM Nick Aldis for the opportunity, and his wish was granted tonight. It's Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar.
Well, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Zoe Stark has done everything to get a shot at the world champion, and tonight she gets her shot. That's right, Zoe Stark versus Rhea Ripley.
And Gunther's disrespect of The Miz has lit a fire underneath the A-lister that may incinerate the record-breaking Intercontinental Championship reign of the Ring General. Miz may be back to his best, but will it be enough to dethrone the champ? We find out tonight.
I am very excited about that match in particular. And remember, if you want to watch Survivor Series War Games, you can head to WWE on Peacock, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can head to peacock.com/WWE. Of course, we have the Women's War Games match as well. I never thought I would see the day that Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair would be on the same team, but it's here, it's happening, it's true, it's damn true. There with the EST Bianca Belair and Shotzi as they take on Damage Control. The question is, could Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch coexist? And we saw that question at the forefront last night on SmackDown.
The new and improved Damage Control is obviously the strongest faction in all of WWE. I've had a plan and a vision since the inception of Damage Control.
That's Kairi Sane, and she took out Belair. Io retains the championship.
Charlotte, Bianca, and Shotzi were not ready for Asuka.
What the hell is this all about?
We got the power. We got the rage.
Asuka's part of Damage Control.
My plan.
Control the stage.
It was brilliant.
Good luck stopping them.
Control the cage.
Yourself, Io, Asuka, and Kairi challenge Charlotte, Shotzi, and Bianca to find a fourth member and to meet in War Games.
I'm a psycho.
There's no one in there.
Welcome to the ball pit. You can get your ass kicked.
Oh, look it. It's Shotzi. Oh, Shotzi, she's not alone. And the numbers game just catching up to Bianca, Charlotte, and Shotzi. We could be looking at one of the most powerful factions of women in the history of WWE.
Look, y'all, we need a fourth member.
I need to know who that fourth member is by the end of tonight.
Damage Control is trying to take out everyone that could possibly team with Bianca and her team at War Games.
But at this point, we don't have any more options. So, Charlotte, you need to make that call.
We are running out of time. Me, Shotzi, and Bianca, we accept your War Games challenge. But if we're going to war, there is only one person I want on our side. We took down every girl that you try to have by your side. So, you're not gonna make it to War Games.
Oh my God, oh my God. You ain't know you.
Actually, you're not even gonna make it out of the building tonight.
Hey.
Oh, look who's here! Becky Lynch! United by a common enemy. The man has answered the call. There are bodies going everywhere. Imagine what it's going to be like in Chicago inside War Games.
War Games is a new beginning for us, but War Games is the end of Damage Control. I never thought I'd see the day that Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch were standing next to each other. Two egos fighting the good fight together.
Charlotte just speared Asuka, but unintentionally onto Becky Lynch.
War Games, you need a total cohesive unit to be successful in this match, and we all know the only real team walking into War Games is Damage Control.
Damage Control are locked and loaded. Becky Lynch's team looks like it's in big trouble.
Woo-hoo! Welcome back here to the Survivor Series kickoff show. As we just saw, that is one of two Survivor Series matches. And I want to run the visuals real quickly. All right, here we go. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages with 1 member of each team starting the match. Now, after 5 minutes, a member of the team with the advantage will be released to enter the match. After 3-minute periods, alternating members of each team will enter the match until all competitors are inside the cage. Once all competitors have entered, War Games has officially begun, and the only way to win is by pinfall or submission. All right. Now, I kind of want to go right into what Jackie said at the top, and that is seeing Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch coexist on a team is something we didn't think we were going to see anytime soon. Do we think they're actually going to be able to work as a team or get in each other's way?
You know the way I look at that. You can always trust the snake, because you know he's gonna bite you. and that's what I say about Becky, Bianca, Charlotte being on the same team. These 3 players have worked so high at that next level. All those ladies want the same thing at the end of the day, and that's glory, that's history. And I wonder if they can go out and work as a cohesive unit.
Corey Graves said something last night on SmackDown that I thought was interesting. He basically said, when talking about Becky and Charlotte, there's only room for 1 person at the top of the mountain. And as per usual, I thought Graves was completely wrong. When you really think about it, Wade, after all this time, is it possible that they've learned there is room for both of them at the top of the mountain?
I don't know.
Because they've been there for a long time.
Absolutely not. They have not learned that at all. I promise you, knowing the personalities of Charlotte Flair and Becky, Becky agreed to do this match because she wants the spotlight. She doesn't want to give that spotlight up to any other woman. She sees herself at the top of the mountain. That's why she's there. The fact that she now has to get along with Charlotte Flair, to me, is not going to happen. This is a team that is inevitably going to implode at some point during this matchup and cost them the victory.
I don't think that Damage Control is without question, though. I mean, as the Queen Charlotte Flair pointed out last night on SmackDown, Bayley was out there by herself conversing against the War Games team. So do we even really know where Bayley stands within her own group?
This is called tabloid nonsense.
Wow.
They are a tight unit.
I'm a journalist.
He's a
this
journalist.
is what the people are saying.
But like Michael Cole and his tabloid nonsense. Look, I will tell you this. Damage Control have looked stronger than ever. The fact that Bayley was out there on her own, that's fine. That's not a problem. She's effectively the leader of the team. She has steered Io Sky to the Women's Championship, and she is the leader of this team. They have put together a tight, cohesive unit, and people like you stirring the pot is not going to destroy that.
Don't point your finger at me, all right? I will respond in kind if you
Listen
do
here, guys.
so.
All right, well, before we wrap this conversation, we got to point our fingers at 2 superstars who joined Damage Control late in the game, Asuka and Kairi Sane. We know Damage Control is extremely dangerous as it is. I don't know if there is a more dangerous team when you add in Asuka and Kairi Sane.
I look at Damage Control, and the first person I look at is Bayley. Bayley is like, no. Bayley is like Tom Brady. She's that quarterback that's going to come in and make everything right. And I look at Io Sky and her career, how it just skyrocketed. I'm talking about put the rocket on her, man. Sent her straight to the moon, and look at her now. That's what I'm talking about.
But we can't forget about the history that exists with Bayley, too. This is not a totally... Everyone's so focused on the... We use this word a lot, but could it ever be more true? The personal history. But it truly gets no more personal than that relationship between Becky and Charlotte. So understandably, we focus on that. But I'm with you. There's a lot of dissension potentially within Damage Control as well.
Yeah, like Bayley is the one that brought Damage Control together, right? Like it is her quote-unquote brainchild. But recently, in recent weeks, it feels like she's been a little out of the know, not in the know with some of the decisions.
And was she happy to see Kairi? Was she happy to see Kairi Sane walk in the door?
Did she even know Kairi was coming?
All right, but listen. Time will tell. We do have to move on. So let's get our predictions.
Wade's gonna fight me.
In this business, what you guys are doing is stirring the pot. That's what you're doing.
Give us your prediction, Booker, or who would give us your prediction?
My prediction.
Or sorry, Wade. Give us
Damage Control are going to absolutely annihilate the team of Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair et al.
Boom! I second that motion.
Call me the eternal optimist. I believe in the EST and her squad. I think she'll pull everyone together. I'm going with Bianca and company.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the EST and WWE is going to be the one that keeps Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair with their eyes on the prize.
Wait a minute, journalist. We are impartial here.
I'm just saying, it's a prediction. That's not what my heart necessarily wants. It's just what I think will happen. What are you going to do? All right. I'm getting in trouble. We're only in the first segment here, but we're going to take a quick break here on the Kickoff Show. More to come on the other side. Stick around.
This season, WWE Shop brings you all the holiday flair. That flair and this flair. Deck out your holidays with everything WWE. There's no such thing as too much flair. Thanks, Charlotte. WWE Shop Holiday. Tonight only. Save up to 30% off site-wide. Hundreds of holiday deals.
Cricket Nationwide 5G is crazy fast and powerful. It kind of makes it the EST like you.
Girl, I'm the one that only EST.
How's that?
Because I'm the strongest, fastest, and the realest.
Ooh, think I could ever be the EST?
Maybe.
How about now?
Still just maybe. You're the cutest, though.
Girl, I'll take it. Smile. You're on Cricket.
Welcome back to the Survivor Series War Games Kickoff Show. We are just getting started, and this match was just made 24 hours ago on Friday Night SmackDown. Santos Escobar taking on Dragon Lee.
Never meet your heroes. I pattern and model everything in my career based off of my hero, Rey Mysterio. You became a father figure to me. But after last week, I realized that he was right. Everything he said about you, down to a T, Dominic was right. I deserve to be the United States champion. And who became the champion? I wanted to rebuild the LWO. And who took over and brought new members? New members like Carlito.
And wait a minute, look at Escobar doing nothing right now.
You sided with an outsider over me?
You were my hero.
I know you're watching from your hospital bed right now. From the bottom of my heart, I hope the surgery didn't go well. I hope you catch an infection and they have to amputate your leg. I hope you never come back.
We discussed this and you decided. Me and you, we're through. We're done.
Joaquin, Raul, you gonna side with her over me?
You did it, Ray. We just did this, Alita. Completely out of line.
Get the hell out of here. You're dead weight.
You know what cool is? Carlito arriving on the scene. Of course Escobar is gonna walk away. What the hell is wrong with you?
Santos, you made a very big mistake. En Survivor Series, yo voy en busca de venganza por mi hermano Rey Mysterio.
Carlito, Rey's career is over. He will never come back, and it's because of you.
Escobar's got off the deep end. Wait, look behind you. Oh! A damn sneak attack. Gonna break his arm. Dragon Lee to the rescue.
I have an update on Carlito. He's hurt, so that leaves me no choice but to postpone the match with Santos Escobar at Survivor Series.
Please, I want to teach Santos a lesson. Put me in.
You want in?
I want it.
You want in?
I want it.
You want in?
I want it.
You're in. Tomorrow night, Dragon Lee, Santos Escobar, one-on-one. Buena suerte.
At Survivor Series War Games, Dragon Lee steps up as he takes on Santos Escobar.
Right now, I'd like to welcome in Santos Escobar. Santos, tonight you're scheduled to go one-on-one with Dragon Lee, who stepped in last night on SmackDown after you attacked Carlito. Well, at this point, you've attacked Carlito. You've attacked Rey Mysterio. What's...
Attacked? Byron, attacked? That's a very small word for what I did. I delivered justice. Justice for all the time I spent on Rey's shadow. Justice for all the times he's overshadowed talents just like mine with his so-called legacy. You know, they call themselves mentors, but what they really are is gatekeepers. And I just showed the world their time is up. Now, as for Dragon Lee, he's just the next chapter in the same old story. Yeah, he's got spirit, but spirit doesn't win fights. And talent without the will to do what it takes means nothing. Nada. Santos can go the distance. Santos will do whatever it takes. And tonight, when Dragon Lee steps into that ring and looks into my eyes, he's gonna realize by challenging me, he made the biggest mistake of his career. After tonight, he's gonna be nothing more than a cautionary tale. An example for what it is that happens when you turn your back on Santos Escobar. Byron, el único legado que importa es el mío, el legado del fantasma.
All right, thank you so much, Byron. As we just heard right there, Santos is out for justice. Ever since he turned his back on the LWO, he has been out for that. And last night on SmackDown, as Jackie mentioned, Dragon Lee asked for the opportunity to face Santos after Santos took out Carlito, and the match is obviously happening tonight. I think the question that I have, and Booker, I'm going to direct this to you.
Oh, yes, you go come first.
Dragon Lee has really shown out in a short time here in WWE, but he has had very little preparation time since his match was made. Is that a big mistake going up, to someone like Santos?
You know, like everything about Dragon Lee, I got a chance to see him first in NXT, and the kid is extraordinary talent. He is special. But I talked to Santos Escobar on my show, Hall of Fame, and he talked about the admiration that he had for Rey Mysterio and living in the shadow of Rey Mysterio all these years. Can you imagine trying to make it to that next level? And the reason why you can't make it to that next level is because of the brilliance, the excitement that Rey Mysterio actually brings. And it's all coming out now. Santos Escobar tonight is a dangerous individual. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Dragon Lee don't watch his back, he can get hurt.
Ooh, Peter.
I mean, listen, it's hard to disagree because you guys have been around this business for a long time. You know it better, certainly, than any of us do. Sometimes people just snap. Like something changes, something happens. There's that moment where a superstar goes from one level to the next. Mm-hmm. And Wade, I'm curious how you feel. To me, Santos Escobar, there's a new look in his eye, and it's a dangerous one.
No. Here's where everyone's wrong. Santos didn't snap. Santos Escobar is the same guy. He's always been in NXT. He played everyone for fools by joining the LWO. Santos Escobar plays second fiddle to nobody, certainly not Rey Mysterio or Carlito. Santos Escobar is back running the bingo in WWE, and Dragon Lee is in massive trouble tonight.
Wade Barrett's a little extra feisty.
Oh, yeah,
really
is.
He's a little extra feisty when he's cold. Well, it sounds like all of you might be taking Santos Escobar, but what's your pick for this match? Or your
100%. I love Dragon Lee. He's going to be around a long time. He is absolutely the future of Lucha Libre, but that future does not start tonight.
Wow.
Tonight is the night of Santos Escobar.
You know what? There again, I'm going to second that motion again. I'm going with Santos Escobar.
Yeah, I'm in lockstep. You know, I really do agree. I think Dragon Lee's special. Like Book, you would say.
Extraordinary.
Exactly. And I agree. He'll be around for a very long time. He'd be great. I don't know that it starts tonight, though. I like Santos Escobar.
And I learned, Kayla, I'm not going to. You read me the riot act.
Jackie,
so
who
I'm
do you
gonna,
think is going to win?
I'm not going to make a pick. I just,
Professional.
Dragon Lee asked for the fight. Let's hope he's ready for it.
That's right, and
Well
we'll
said.
see that in just a little bit, guys. We have a lot more to talk about here on the Survivor Series Kickoff Show. Do not go away. We will be right back. Woo!
I'm here to set it off right, get you all hyped, and get the vibe, and I'm on tonight. And I'd like to feel the beat right now. I might just let it all hang out. I need to celebrate out loud. Great, come on, me show you how. So come on now, go on and get up, yeah. Come on now, go on and get up, yeah. Come on now, go on and get up. I'm gonna go all night. You keep that I am. Never gonna stop me, no, you can't. I'll be the life of the party, yeah, that's my plan.
The almighty Bobby Lashley is #1.
He is indeed something beyond human. Supreme dominance. One of the most impressive athletes we've ever seen in WWE.
I will destroy everybody else and reign supreme, because right now is the almighty era.
I started wrestling when I was in 7th grade. I was like a little workhorse kid. When I got to college, it was on. I used to always use working out as my outlet. I took 4th as a freshman, and then I won nationals my sophomore, junior, and senior year.
Three-time champion, Bobby Lashley.
After I graduated college, the Army coach actually called me up. He asked me if I'd be interested in coming on the team. And then from that point on, I was wrestling for the Army team. So I went Armed Forces a few times, and then I went out to the Military World Championships where I won silver medal. Wrestling really took off for me there. I knew WWE was where I was meant to be.
One of the greatest athletes to ever step into the ring. 3-time national champion amateur wrestler. 4-time All-American. Bobby Lashley is credible to the max. Very humble man, but when Lashley gets in this ring, he just hits hard. Oh my God! What the hell just happened? Lashley is United States champion! Lashley victorious and the new ECW champion. Some guys, when they come along, just have it. Lashley has it.
This is my ring, and I won't be disrespected.
Bobby Lashley as champion.
The ring is filled with superstars for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Bobby Lashley just did the incredible.
No matter how bad you think you are, you will never be almighty. Oh my God! Bobby Lashley is not human.
The almighty era never ends. Real recognizes real, and great recognizes great. And that's why I recognize the Street Profits. We are putting everybody on notice.
Lashley has shown Montez and Dawkins what their future could look like. But Bobby Lashley's influence over the Street Profits has been there for all to see.
It's gonna be us taking over.
Who's gonna be the #1 contender for the Undisputed Tag Titles? The Profits become the #1 contenders for the Undisputed Tag Team titles.
Who would have thought that after all these years, the missing ingredient for the Street Profits would be the almighty Bobby Lashley?
Ever since we formed this friendship, we stepped over what was and stepped into what is. We are coming for it all.
The Survivor Series Kickoff Show is presented by Cricket. Everything you want, including the price. I'll tell you what Zoe Stark wants. She wants her hands on that Women's World Championship tonight. She gets that opportunity against the champ, Rhea Ripley. It is the biggest match of Zoe Stark's career, but as we all know, Rhea has been on a very, very dominant run in WWE. Here's how we got here.
exemplifies what it means to be the baddest in this game.
I am the most dominant champion in the WWE.
We about to kick it up a notch like you the one, it's gonna be a hard fight. Ain't nothing new yet, it's a
You can call me the villain, but all I've ever done is refuse to fall in line. The food chain has been toppled, and I stand above all. I am the nightmare in your dream. I am brutality.
The Eradicator has provided unmatched dominance.
This is my division! You're lucky you're living in it!
Fatal five-way matchup. First woman to gain pinfall or submission will be the Women's World Champion.
This is my chance to claim this as Mommy's show.
A riptide. Ripley will retain.
Who's dominant? Mommy's dominant! Ha-ha!
It's hard to see anyone knocking Rhea Ripley off the top of the perch.
Mommy's always on top! I told ya!
Battle Royal tonight. The winner will face Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship.
I'm going to prove to the world that I am the most dominant female on the Raw roster and become your new Women's World Champion.
We are down to 2. Baszler and Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark wins it! The biggest win of her career thus far! The celebration continues for Zoe Stark.
I want you to remember me as the woman that takes this title from you at Survivor Series. When I'm inside that ring, I'm the hunter. And the female that are standing in there with me, they're my prey. And now, Rhea, you're spread too thin. You're worried about too many things.
I've been handling Judgment Day business.
Shut up! Shut up! You're so focused on everything else except for the one thing you should be focused on. That woman's world title. It's coming home to me. That crown jewel, I hit you with the Z360. I should be the new champion.
A millisecond away from Stark winning gold.
This is my destiny. I am unstoppable.
You get your beating at Survivor Series.
Just the way I like it.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Survivor Series kickoff show. We are about 30 minutes away from more games going down. We do want to talk about that match right there, and to help us do that, we have the host of This Is Awesome, good friend of ours, Greg Miller. Hello.
Hello, Kaylin. I don't want to correct you right away, but the #1 show on Peacock, This Is Awesome.
Okay, I apologize.
And more importantly, from Chicago, Illinois, Greg Miller.
All right.
Thought we
Mrs. Miller's baby boy has come home.
Thought we was
Greg
back in
is
the
Greg's biggest fan.
situation room with Wolf Blitz.
I take that as a compliment.
Hey, when you agreed to do this, did you know we were going to be outside? Where's your
and
jacket?
you look at you're all bundled up wearing gloves. This is what we're born for. This is Chicago and the Midwest, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, this isn't for show. This isn't for show. This is so you can live here like this and act like you love it.
All right.
You can tell that 5 minutes ago, Greg was inside nice and warm. He just dipped in quickly and then dipped back.
All right. We have to talk about that match really quickly. Again, Zoe Stark,
Oh, my God.
Rhea Ripley. We were discussing it earlier. You know, Zoe Stark, her rise has been extremely quick. She is a fast learner. And Rhea has been slightly distracted with several other things. This is Zoe's moment to take advantage of that. Do you agree?
Oh, I agree, but she's going to blow it.
Wow.
Are you
We
kidding
didn't even
me?
wait to predict
Are
it.
you kidding me? Yes, Zoe is a hot shot up-and-comer great.
Okay.
We're talking about Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, the Eradicator.
We're talking about Mommy. I walked the mean streets of Detroit with Mommy, all right? Most popular video ever on WWE's YouTube, I was told. And it doesn't matter. Let me tell you, she's unstoppable. She could do everything. It doesn't matter. She's not going to get distracted, Jackie. She's going to go in there, dominate, move on.
Now, you, for a living, on your top-rated Peacock show, you claim the biggest ever. I'm not sure, but you claim. On This Is Awesome, though, you talk about things that are awesome. Give us a little bit of perspective on just how awesome Rhea Ripley's run has been the last couple of years.
I mean, name her greatest nemesis. You can't. She's clowned out an entire division. She has sat atop this throne. She looks better every time we see her. And she's leading Judgment Day.
Rhea Ripley certainly has been dominant, no question about that. But do either of you think Zoe Stark deserves a little bit more respect?
Yeah,
here?
100% she does.
Look at somebody on this panel.
Zoe Stark is incredible.
Look, somebody on this panel kissing a lot of ass. That's all I got to say about that. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about Zoe Stark. She's a hybrid athlete. I've been in the ring with athletes like Zoe Stark, and you don't know how good they are until you actually get in the ring with them. Zoe has more than a chance to win this matchup tonight. And me personally, when we come to prediction, I'm gonna lay it down and tell you like it is.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, a lot of the women in the division are beaten by Rhea Ripley before the bell even rings. I think Zoe Stark has proven over the last couple of months she can hurt Rhea Ripley. She can get inside the head of Rhea Ripley. She has a chance tonight.
And Kayla, really quick, I have been in the same room with Rhea and Zoe at the same time, and I have not seen another female WWE superstar step to Rhea the way Zoe Stark has multiple times over the last few weeks, even before she earned herself this opportunity. I think that's worth something.
That is a real good point.
Why are you looking like that, man?
All right.
You're all delusional.
You know what? I know what.
Get on the right side of history.
I can tell you this.
All right, guys, I'm going to keep this show on the tracks. Let's do predictions. Wade, who's taking this one?
Okay, Zoe Stark has everything except top-level experience. Rhea Ripley just has everything. That's the difference maker tonight. Ripley wins again.
I feel like in a situation like this for Zoe Stark, she has nothing to lose and everything to win. So she's going to go out there and let it all hang out in the middle of that square circle. I got Zoe Stark.
Wow!
There it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you I was going to lay it down.
I can tell you're emotional about this, too.
And I got some chapstick for you, too.
All right.
He's talking about the ass.
I'm aware of what he's talking about.
I cannot keep the show on the tracks. Peter?
Okay. I do think Zoe is a great talent, and I'll be very curious to learn how much that she learned under that learning tree of Trish Stratus. I guess we'll find out, but I don't think it ends with the championship tonight. I'm going with Rhea Ripley.
All right, Greg Miller.
Smart man. Mommy's always on top.
Okay, there we go. Greg, thank you so much for joining us here on the Kickoff Show. We do have more matches to dissect. The A-lister has held the Intercontinental Championship an astounding 8 times and is only one reign away from tying the record of 9. But Gunther has held the title a record of 531 days. The question is, which superstar will add to their impressive resume and walk out as the Intercontinental Champion?
The longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in WWE history.
The leader of Imperium, Gunther! You will fall victim to the ring general.
The most dominant Intercontinental Champion of all time.
I elevated this championship to heights never seen before.
Over 500 days as champion.
I am now officially the longest reigning and greatest Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion in history.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the Ring General, Gunther!
I'm not your guest. This ring is sacred to me, and everything you do here is beneath me. In fact, you are beneath me.
You want to talk serious? I was very serious
when I made that title on your shoulder the most prestigious and relevant title in all of WWE. And I have no problem doing it again. What you gonna do about it? Like always, nothing.
Oh, Miz has had enough. And even with the numbers against him, oh, and Gunther with a chop.
Who do you think you are, huh? You are not in my league.
Oh, Miz will not give up without a fight. And Gunther.
Should have just let it go, Miz.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. You're gonna learn the difference between longest reigning and greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Who's going to Survivor Series for the Intercontinental title? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Miz stacking up Reed. Ivar on top of Ricochet. The Miz won it.
Mike, let me clarify something. I just have zero respect at all for you. If you don't respect me now, I will beat it into you. I see through you. Some little weirdo that got bullied in high school. You do not belong in my ring. The only place you belong is with all those other weirdos that are just like you. I think you haven't been bullied enough. Come on, do something. Simple and insecure. Stand up for yourself, huh?
And here comes the Miz. Oh, he was humiliated.
You are not in my league.
Miz went low.
I will do whatever it takes to survive. I will do whatever it takes to win and become a 9-time Intercontinental Champion.
The Survivor Series Kickoff Show is presented by Cricket. With fast and powerful nationwide 5G coverage, you can stress less and smile more.
I gotta be honest with you guys, I am so excited for this match between Gunther and The Miz, because on one side we've got the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time in Gunther. He's been champ for over 500 days. But on the other side, we have The Miz, who claims that he is the greatest Intercontinental
Is he the greatest of all
champion
time?
ever. He's held the title 8 times. If he wins this match tonight, and it won't be easy, he'll be a 9-time champion. That ties the
Boom.
record. I want to start with you, Book.
Always,
because
always.
We hear in that package, right, Gunther telling Miz, I have zero respect for you. Do you think that's a mistake?
You know, you got to feel that way when you're a champion like Gunther. Gunther has been so dominant in his run, but I must say, The Miz is one of those guys that's been around here in the WWE for quite some time. He's had the last 10-year run perhaps better than anybody I could mention. And one thing about Miz, he's not going to go out here and try to go toe-to-toe with Gunther. He's not going to try to match wits with Gunther or anything like that. He's not going to try to weather the storm with Gunther. He's going to go out there and he's going to try to manufacture a win by any means necessary and walk out one of the greatest. 2-time Triple Crown winner. That didn't happen by osmosis. That didn't happen by slipping on a banana peel or anything. Miz is truly just that good. He really is.
You said the word manufacture a win. It reminds me of the Miz's favorite football team. Everybody knows the Miz is the biggest Cleveland Browns fan you'll ever find.
Yeah.
Right? What are they doing this year? They don't have their quarterback. They just got a good defense. It seems like week after week they grind out wins. That is the only opportunity the Miz has tonight. Let's be honest. He's much older than Gunther. He's not as strong as Gunther. Gunther's as dangerous a guy in the squared circles we've seen in years. But wait, I guess the question is, does he have the wherewithal, the smarts to find a way to manufacture a win?
So first of all, I really like the Cleveland Browns reference, because the thing about the Cleveland Browns is when they get everybody hyped up, they ultimately let everybody down in the end. That is standard Cleveland Browns, and that might be what's coming for the Miz this evening. I'll say this about Miz. I don't like Gunther's disrespect for him, because Miz is a genuine all-time great in this industry. In the locker room, we all like to poke fun at Miz. Deep down, those of us who have been in the ring with him know this guy on his day is brilliant. My question is, can Miz get back to that level that he was at in 2010, 2011, when he was at the very top of the mountain? If he's capable of doing that, he really is capable of knocking Gunther off tonight.
Well, let's roll that right into picks. Wade, who do you think's going to take this one?
Yeah, with that being said, I absolutely do not think Miz
Amazing.
And I think once again, Gunther is going to retain the
That was
gold.
perfect.
This guy is unstoppable. I don't think there's a single person in WWE not named Roman Reigns who can actually beat Gunther. That's my opinion.
Wow.
I hope you guys are ready for this.
Okay, we're
And I hope the guys in the truck
Uh-oh.
are ready for this one because this is truly
wait for it.
a shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
Wow.
Oh, we didn't have it.
Truck wasn't ready for it. But I tell you, I'm picking a Miz to go out here and capture the championship. The ultimate upset is going to happen tonight. Right here in Cleveland.
No.
Wow.
I don't know what is going on. It's like Bizarro World today, and Book is Mr. Positive. I love the story we just told for The Miz, but I not right now. Not where Gunther's at this moment. I'm going with the ring general to retain.
All right. We'll see.
We'll see.
We're not far from Cleveland.
I don't.
Much more to come on the kickoff show from Chicago.
From Chicago.
The Survivor
No, that
Series kickoff show is presented by Cricket. With fast and powerful nationwide 5G coverage, you can stress less and smile more.
WrestleMania 40 week will be a knockout for 3 massive events at Wells Fargo Center. On the eve of WrestleMania, Friday Night SmackDown packs a punch.
Unbelievable!
Go one more round with the legends and the WWE Hall of Fame. All the rising superstars of NXT Stand and Deliver stand toe-to-toe. Raise your hands in victory at an unforgettable Monday Night Raw.
This is ridiculous.
Live in Philadelphia. 3-day combo tickets on sale now.
And of course, coming up later tonight after Survivor Series War Games, we will hear from the winners. And yes, Triple H. So much happening later on tonight on Peacock. The Survivor Series press conference later on tonight. And Survivor Series kickoff show is brought to you by, in part, by Ruffles. Ruffles have ridges.
Yum.
Oh
I know Jackie and I were
my
talking about that these are like
How
our
am I
favorite
going to
chips.
sit here and not pop one of these bags?
I think we should be
open?
allowed to have some Ruffles.
Will I get
I'll
in
tell you
trouble?
why you're not going to have them. My hands are frozen. I physically can't
Oh.
open the bag.
You wimp. You
Oh,
wimp.
I'm taking off the cuffs.
I got you,
You're the smart one, clearly.
All right, guys, before we move on, we have some Women's War Games Advantage poll results. Let's see those. Oh.
Here we go. Who won the advantage as chosen by the WWE Universe? It is the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, and her team winning the advantage here as they get ready for their War Games match.
All right.
What impact do you think this could have, Book?
I mean,
They have the advantage. How much do they need it?
you know, I don't really think a team have an advantage going into a War Game match. No, and I say that because my first pay-per-view was a War Games match.
Yeah, wasn't it literally like your first day at work practically?
Pretty much. and to be in a matchup like that, you just got to pretty much just be loose. There's no strategy that you can come with in a situation like that. The better team is going to win at the end of the day. That's the way I see this War Games.
Well, Book, considering you've been in this situation before,
Yeah.
they had the advantage. How much does the fans' opinion and the fan support go into your victory? Yeah?
No.
How much does that play a factor?
No, seriously. The fans are like that 6th man, that 12th man on the team as far as playing football. You need that support as far as that decibel level in the building. So yeah, the fans are going to play their part, and hopefully they'll play their part tonight. I know you
Like
guys
you
are going to
said,
play
the
your part.
better team is
Let me hear
gonna
you.
win.
Let me hear you. There you go.
Here's the thing. The advantage is definitely meaningful, right? It gives you
Wait a minute. You eat.
Listen, you can't beat a classic original
some.
Ruffle chip, all right? As a potato chip enthusiast, this is an all-time classic right here.
Give me some of that.
Hey, was that the cheddar con? Because that's my favorite.
Yeah,
I've eaten a bag of these in one sitting. So as we're talking about, yes, let's get back, sorry, little snack time.
While the advantage is important, you have to remember, you can't score a pinfall until everyone's in there and War Games has officially begun, right, Wade? So as important as it is, ultimately, there's also a certain level to pacing yourself to getting to that point to when War Games begins and then being able to score that pinfall. You don't want to blow it all before you even get to the official War Games match.
I would say that this advantage for the team of the EST et al. Is an equalizer, because going into this match, I thought that group had no chance based on the fact that there are issues between Charlotte and Becky Lynch. And if those issues came to a head, they were guaranteed to lose. Now they have the advantage. It at least puts them back on a level playing field.
Booker, I was asking a question.
Thinking about
How good those chips are?
wait a minute. Let me get some water. I'll come back, y'all.
I do want to ask you a question, Booker. So, again, since you've been in this situation, do you remember what was going through your mind right before you entered the ring? Like, what goes through a superstar's mind right before a match like this?
You parched?
Last time I didn't have ruffles when I was doing it.
That's a great flavor as well.
No, War Games for me, like I said, was my first pay-per-view, my first real pay-per-view, and of course I was thinking about the majesty of a match like that. Dusty Rhodes created War Games, and Dusty was a mentor of mine, and for me, I just wanted to go out there and do my best. But tonight, for these ladies, it's more than that. All these ladies want to go out there and do something special in front of the fans, of course, but it's about winning at the end of the day. It's about checks and championships at the end of the day. It's about the legacy that you leave at the end of the day, and Survivor Series, War Games, top notch.
And it's also, and don't forget, it's also about surviving.
Yeah.
That's how crazy.
Yeah.
It goes beyond the win, right? This is one that it's about surviving.
Man,
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, advantage or no advantage, may the best team win. That's usually what happens, as Book said, in these situations. The best bag of chips won
Oh my God,
here
man.
on the show. We're going to continue to enjoy these cheddar and sour cream
Can I say this about the chips? Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Again. All right, we're going to take a quick break here on the Survivor Series kickoff show, but there is more coming up on the other side. Listen, you can't put a bag of chips in front of me and not have it be open. It's just not possible.
Man, that's good.
Roman Reigns, your undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, stands at the apex of sports entertainment. On behalf of our reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, I have the honor and the pleasure of presenting to you the Tribal Chief's Rules of Acknowledgement. You shall accept there is no competitor worthy of Roman Reigns.
I'm in God mode. This is greatness on a different level.
One must understand that Roman Reigns is a tribal chief of his word.
I call my shot and I deliver every single time.
Know in your heart that Roman Reigns will take what he wants, when he wants, and how he wants.
This whole industry, this whole business runs off of me. This is my show. It's mine. This is my camera.
Expect those who dare challenge Roman Reigns to undeniably suffer the dire consequences. And most importantly, thou shalt not acknowledge any other tribal chief, but the head of the table.
New level, go.
The undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
The tribal chief has done everything that you can do in this business. I'm the most experienced main event of all time.
Nearly 3 years ago, your tribal chief reclaimed his Universal Championship. And as time passed, Roman's title reign has surpassed legends, icons, Hall of Famers.
Roman Reigns, the longest reigning Universal Champion ever.
The top of the mountain is mine. feed them in and watch them all get slaughtered because this is my island.
Who can stop, if anyone, the head of the table?
Acknowledge me. The ultimate needle mover. It is God Bone himself.
Roman Reigns.
All right, everybody, welcome back here to the Survivor Series kickoff show. We are less than 10 minutes away from getting this thing going.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, Kayla. Thing about enemies. Enemies make the strangest of bedfellows. That's what we have later on tonight. Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and a returning Randy Orton versus the Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. Wow.
We are all in the ring for one reason. The Judgment Day.
The Judgment Day attacking Cody Rhodes.
Beating the lights out of Sami Zayn.
Laid waste to Jey Uso.
Seth Rollins is absolutely being mauled.
We run Monday Night Raw. And for anyone who doesn't want to fall in line, we've got no problem putting them on the shelf.
Nobody can stop the Judgment Day.
Judgment Day wants to own Monday Night Raw. This hyena-like fashion running around Monday Night Raw just can't allow it.
It's chaos here. Judgment Day. Rhodes, Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn.
You guys have managed to get a lot of power, but guess what? At Survivor Series, it is War Games! 2 rings, 1 cage, and it is going to be the most brutal match of your lives!
Judgment Day, I promise you, it is going to be a war.
We are all going to watch the Judgment Day rise and fall.
So how about you catch this beat down? Yay!
Oh my goodness! Drew McIntyre's out here. Claymore!
Has Drew McIntyre joined the Judgment Day? No, I have not joined the Judgment Day. I will be on their team in War Games, though, because Rhea Ripley gave me something that nobody else could give me in the world. Jey Uso in a cage. Clash of the Castle, his family cost me the biggest moment of my life in front of my family. Now, Jey, from now on, whenever I see you, I drop you.
Jey fighting back. And now the Judgment Day is out. Jey Uso may not even make it into the War Games structure. Jey Uso's got backup. Cody, Sami, Rollins.
Onto the teethless steel chest.
I'm so glad you have Drew McIntyre with you because we're not alone. We found a 5th member. Somebody that I have a legacy with. Did you not know? With us is the Apex Predator. You're not just hearing voices inside your head, because these people here tonight, they're right.
Randy Orton is back inside War Games. Let the games begin.
Keep an eye out for RKOs. They come out of nowhere, baby.
Yeah.
Randy Orton is back as Cody Rhodes enlists his help to try to take down the Judgment Day. How big of a game changer is Randy Orton?
So here's the thing. When you go into a match like War Games, you want to be around people you can trust. Okay, Randy Orton might be the greatest of all time. He's right up there for this generation. Brilliant. I've been in the ring with him a ton of times. Guy is deadly. But I'll tell you this. There are 10 men in the War Games match. I predict 9 of them will get RKO'd tonight.
I like that prediction. I hope you're right. Book?
You know, Randy Orton, he's been out for about 18 months now. And they say in this business, time off is your worst enemy. So I'm wondering what Randy Orton, what version we're going to see tonight. But I'm looking forward to it. But the one person, the X Factor, is going to be that J.D. McDonough, that #1 stunner. The guy that look here, he's looking to make a move tonight and get caught up in the bright light. So keep your eye on J.D. McDonough.
Now, for me, I'm keeping my eye on Drew McIntyre and how much his personal vendetta with the bloodline will play into this, either as being a benefit in getting Judgment Day the win, or in maybe him getting too emotional and sort of taking his eye off the prize.
All right, we got to go right into picks, guys. Wade.
I think the unit of the Judgment Day is simply too tight for this hodgepodge of people put together on the opposition. It's Judgment Day who win tonight.
Judgment Day, boom, I'm a second that motion.
Nope, the Viper's back. I'm going with Cody, Randy, and them boys.
Hey, RKO out of nowhere. Let's go.
All right, thanks for watching the Survivor Series Kickoff Show presented by Cricket, guys. It is time for War Games.
War Games.
Oh, the old ring announcer came.
The rules have changed over the years. Danger has remained the same.
2 rings, 1 cage,